In this video, I'll be going over some of my top plays for post-rotation in the 2018-2019 season. So here we go. Hey, this is Seagrove, and if you're new here, consider subscribing. We're all about growth and success in the Pokemon TCG, but let's get right into this video. So I have made a bunch of new decks. I haven't had a lot of time to test them, but I think these are some really good places if you're just looking for something to start with and mess around with. So I think this might be my best one, but it's kind of weird. It's my Zork Garbodor list, and now we don't have Puzzle of Time or Special Charge. We have no way of getting back our DCE. So what I did is I snuck in a 2/2 Inkay and a 1 of Mewtwo GX into Zorro Garbodor. It may be a little bit busy just with all the bench space, but I think you just really need 1 Inkay. And then that should allow you to put energies back on so that like you can just trade. It gives you something to trade your psychics, and it gives you the ability to put them back on your Pokemon. So like you can use Zork if like they put an enhanced hammer or they hit Zork or whatever, you can retreat. Or you can double recharge onto a Zork, retreat your damaged Zork, max potion it, and it just yeah, it just gives you options. I really think that this is going to be a strong deck. I'm not 100% on the Malamar, so you'll have to test that, but that is the way I thought about playing it first. You have the hammer, one max potion. Again, these aren't things you can reuse anymore, so that's why I put in 2 rescue stretcher. I have the Altar because we don't have any float stones. Just gives you a free retreat option if you need it. You might not want it. Like if you start Inkay, you probably want to discard the energy, so keep that in mind when you're considering putting it down. Definitely playing 4 Guzma, 4 Cynthia, 1 Judge, 1 Lily, and 1 Mallow. So you definitely want more draw supporters, I would say, than we used to play. I'm only playing 7 draw/search supporters, but I think it's fine. 3 Mysterious Treasure, 4 Nest Ball, 4 Ultra Ball. That's another thing I might consider cutting down. I want to be super consistent. Now, the reason I want to play this deck at all is because I think Garbodor is super strong because people are going to be going Lily Nest Ball, and so Garbodor is going to be doing a lot of damage rather than a Bridget early. And then secondly, Zork's really good against Garbodor. So I just think it's a good deck to start the season off with. And we know it's strong. It was the strongest in the last 2 formats. So that's that. The second deck I wanted to show you guys is not that, don't worry. I think this was it. Nope, that's not it. So this is it. Here we go. Nope, that's not it. 3rd time's the charm. These are expanded decks. Let's just go over here. It's a little weird right now. It doesn't think some of my things are legal, but they are. So this is my Metagross list. It's just a starting point. 4/3/4 Metagross GX, 1 of the Duskmane GX, and then 2 Delmise. The reason I'm playing 2 Delmise, it's going to allow me to hit 200, or if I prize one, I can still hit 190. So it also allows me with this guy to hit like 240, which might be relevant if some grass Pokemon become pretty good. 3 max potion. I think a 4th would be really nice, but 4 Nest Ball, 1 Rescue Stretcher, obviously 4 Air Candy, 2 Timer Ball, and 4 Ultra Ball. So again, I'm pretty heavy on the ball counts here. 2 Copycat. I think it's going to be really good in decks when you're playing against a Zoroark. 4 Cynthia, 3 Guzma, a Lily, and only 1 Steven's Decision. I'm not playing the Metagross that lets you do that, keep going with your turn. So it's just like if you get a turn 1, like say you go first or something and you prize Lily, you might like attach to Beldum, retreat into Dialga or something, and like if you're going first you use Steven's Decision, or if you're going second you have to do that, you can Steven's Decision if you can't Lily. But if you're going second, if you're going second, you start Dialga. You can use Overclock. It's really good. You can also, like I said, attach to Beldum, retreat into Dialga, and then Overclock the next turn. I'm not super convinced on the Dialga, but I think it has some potential, so I threw it in there. It's definitely one of the things I'm considering cutting. 3 choice band and 10 metal. Okay, so the next deck I want to show you guys is it should be like Zorro Birdie or something. I don't see it. Oh, here it is. Post Zorro Bird. So this is Zork Decidueye. Now I think Zork Greninja could also be a good play and maybe the better play of the two. They fulfill similar roles. I've always loved Decidueye, so I went ahead and built Decidueye, especially with that GX now that we don't have puzzles. So I'm going 4-4 Zork now, and then 4-2-4 Decidueye, 1 Coco for spreading, 1 Latios for spreading, 2 Lele, 1 Escape Rope. I love Escape Rope in this deck because they don't know what you're going to be able to do. So you play Escape Rope before you've put down your energy, move up a Pokemon, or they have to move up a Pokemon first. And maybe you can attack, maybe you can't. They don't know. So they have to guess. And then if they guess wrong, it really punishes them. Or maybe then it can also change what you do. Maybe you were going to attack with Zork, but they brought up something else. So you're going to now GX with Decidueye. A really good card in this deck. 3 Max Potion. Another thing I would like 4, but I just feel like I can fit 3. 4 Nest. 4 Candy. 1 Rescue Stretcher. 1 Timer Ball. And the reason I'm only playing 1 Timer Ball is because I'm playing Olivia's Bay. 4 Ultra Ball. 4 Cynthia. 2 Guzma only. I don't love it, but I do have the GX, and I can snipe stuff. 1 Judge. 1 Lily. 1 Wick. I love Wick and Zork decks, so I can just trade like 3 times and get up to 12 cards or whatever. Don't find what I need. Cool, Wick. Give me 12 new cards. Seems pretty busted to me. 3 choice. I could cut that down to 2. And then 4 DCE and 3 basic grass. Okay? That's that. Then the other deck... Oh, Post Buzz. Not super confident in this list. Definitely a very weird list. But this is what I got. 1 Oranguru. We don't have Artillery anymore, unfortunately, so I cut my Brooklet Hill to 2. 3 Baby Buzz, 2 Big Buzz. Again, I like 4-1 personally, but without strong energy seems kind of silly. 1 Diancie, 2-2 Lycanroc. Lycanroc's so good. I put in a baby Sudowoodo. I think Zork is going to be more trouble for you. Sudowoodo can help keep them from being able to put down like the 130 damage Stadium. 2 Marshadow just to draw more and to slow down your opponent. Like you get the Oranguru out turn 1, you can drop a Marshadow. 2 Lele. Without the Artillery, I think you need another one. I'm not even sure about that, but that was my initial thought. 4 Skill Ring. And then 2 Energy Switch, because you can Skill Ring onto a GX or a baby, move them onto a Lycanroc or whatever you want to do. Just gives you some options. It's more like an older deck because we just don't have what we used to have. We don't have Elixir anymore, so we can't move them quickly onto Lycanroc. 1 Rescue Stretcher, 2 Switch. We don't have Floatstone. Switch is such a cute card. 4 Ultra Ball, 2 Brooklet, 2 Copycat. Again, just pretty good against Zork decks. 4 Cynthia, 3 Guzma, a Lily, a Lucia. If you go first, you start this, baby. Put a Diancie and a Beast into your hand, and we're in there. 4 Professor Kukui. Definitely looking to cut that, or it's first on the chopping block, just if I don't end up liking it. But I wanted to start there and see what I can do with that. And 3 choice bin. So that is the Buzz list. Thank you guys so much for watching, and see you next time. Shout out to my Ultra Ball patrons Sarah Beckwith, John Gilliman, Paul Semenko, and Brian C. And huge shout out to my Master Ball patrons Pokestats, Impulse Gaming, Jeremy Owings, Caleb Vance, and Dan Nelson. And congrats, Dan Nelson, again for winning the last drawing. Shout out to all of my patrons, and of course, to my viewers and subscribers like yourself. Thank you.